Welcome to a sacred space for shadow love. I'm here to set you free. I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again.
Gemini and Gemini Collective, Gemini Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to my monthly tarot reading. And this is now for March. And you got third eye chakra crystal. We start with that. And first thing I give you now in new moon in Pisces, this kind of Leonomard cards. We look the shadow and the light, the sun and the moon. Gemini. So, and today as object for Gemini I have this Cinderella shoe. Not sure what's coming, but I intuitively, I'm a Gemini too, so I felt like there is something about the Cinderella here. But we'll see. Sun is Three of Pentacle. So there is something about the bear, like a spring bear. The mama bear is here. It's waking up from the hibernation of the winter sleep and it's looking around. This is kind of the sun, like you're aware of this kind of spring energy coming, but it's also very like a making teamwork with other people, asking like who is here, is anybody awake? Then the shadow, Five of Wands, arguments. So it's not so positive energy. There is coming some kind of chaos, like you have like a arguments with other people, possibly, like there can be conflict, there can be chaos. Be aware that you need to have like a cool head, like there can be a lot of like disagreements or something around you now in March. And indeed the bear, mama bear, if it gets angry it can be really not the best opponent. But here we have a little bit like not happy things. Maybe I read from directly from here to have a little advice. Five of Wands. This is in the shadows now. Quarrel, misunderstandings, heated discussion, problem with friends, relatives or acquaintances. Yes, so be aware this might happen. You are like being diplomatic these times. It could be, yeah, there is a lot of influence astrologically, but anything could influence you. So anyway, I think we're gonna go now to see your Celtic Cross. Gemini, this is your Celtic Cross. Now I have a feeling like this shadow aspect of this quarreling people is really like the Cinderella story comes here. There's like these two jealous sisters here, and like the one is down. Like it's really this kind of like you got something that you should not have, something like this. But there is really this finding solution. You should be like finding solution to the problems, not to make them worse. The Cinderella is here, is indeed like that's a hardworking person. Even a bear is kind of like interesting. Even the scandal is like looking here like, yes, you have to stand out with your strength, not to let other people like put you down. Anyway, let's see now how it shows here in Celtic Cross, Gemini. This is you. The most important thing about this Celtic Cross is you and what crosses you now. You, okay, let me see if it's upside down. What values does this thought and feeling serve the greater good in me and others? Page of Sword, curiosity. The crow is like able to be messenger of underworld and upperworld. It's upside down. It's definitely pointing is going a little bit this kind of dark subjects, going a little bit like a rather like going underground than in the clouds. And what crosses you, like you are this kind of crow. There's sometimes this saying like it's not always a good sign if like a like a maleficia come to the party, this kind of black dressed fairy, and this is like showing this kind of dark side of Gemini. You have the light and the shadow. Now the dark side is somehow, maybe because Venus go to retrograde, maybe that is indeed when times to go inward and you cannot be outward, you go inward. There is a lot of chaos around you, you need to go inward. What crosses you is 2 of Pentacle. Life is like riding bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. So the message is that you have to keep moving, like be in this flow. Like don't let anybody so stagnate you. This is kind of balance, almost like a dance. Then let's see what crowns you. What crowns you now in March? What is below you? What you are leaving behind, Gemini? 3 things. And what is now before you? Okay, is this everything coming up? I think I put the whole deck upside down. Yes, okay, now I put the whole deck, so I'm not gonna take it because whole deck. So what crowns you is Snow White, is the fairest of them all. Everything is beautiful, but beautiful isn't everything. Queen of Pentacle, the money queen, the good wife and the girlfriend and a good person and really focus on abundance. It's crowning your like a March is about maybe being wise with the money even, but even with your commitments, who you like hang out. You want to have this kind of beauty around you, or like things being fair, like you are really here. It's kind of queen type. Underneath is yin to my yang, you are my soulmate. So there's soulmate energy underneath. What you are leaving behind is Death card. This kind of transformation energy. Deep in their roots, all flowers keep their light. Hangman is actually before the Death card, so they come together, showing really the butterfly moment. While this has been going on, possible, a lot of time has passed, that your whatever alchemy within yourself, that you have to come out as a 2.0 Gemini. Nothing is lost, everything is transformed. There has been this transformation period, but it's really like going deep. It's been going deep, but now it's transformed already to the 2 of Wands. Like there is a 2 energy here crossing you here as well, same line. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Aristotle, and time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. Like you have used a lot of time to mature yourself, or have like a inside spiritual growth even. This looks really those cards. But now it's about, like you're leaving this behind, but it went to the point where you start to see more outside of yourself. Like you came from this inward journey towards seeing the world as your oyster, and now wanting to do something about it. And here the 2 energy continues, and there is really this kind of, the gingerbread story is really potent here. It's going with the flow. And where is going? It's work. Work hard, play hard. So the fox is showing here that indeed it's all about working hard, but then you play hard, like you are really now needing to work. You want to be this abundant queen, like that is actually your like the mission. Like you are like a fair queen, abundant queen, but this shows that in the future before you now is a lot of work. You just have to do the work. You cannot be think about it, not procrastinate anymore, just go with the flow, do it. But there is still underneath this kind of beautiful possibly like a lot of feelings
are like underneath. Like these waters are also here. There's a lot of feelings here, like here. Innocent feelings about, possibly about some even past memories coming a little bit with this kind of retrograde energy. You always, Venus in retrograde now in Aries is a little bit reflective period. So now we see the Serpent energy, your attitude going forward in March, people and influencing around you, your hopes and fears, and now outcome in March, what's going to happen to you, the Cinderella story, what is going to happen with this one. Attitude is everything again upside. Okay, I took the deck upside down. Let's say that everything is like just was in my hand. When relationship lives in the heart, true friends will never part. Friendship is your attitude. You are focusing on really building friendships, but almost like there's really like you keeping people in your heart. Like there is like really like a, even this is kind of inner child healing in the sense like there can be like a, these cards are usually connected, so there is that kind of like a innocent looking back, kind of like bringing into the future something that was like your best friends, your how you had your childhood, like something beautiful, you want to have it. Snow White also is this kind of innocent energy. You want to keep that kind of fairness around with your friendships too. People influencing you, there is this 11, so Justice card. The truth is not always beautiful, no beautiful words, the truth. Interesting, the beautiful thing is repeating here. So you might be a little bit blinded by the lies, like the fox is really here. The fox and the gingerbread story is going very, very big here now. So it's a little bit cunning fox, like somebody can sweet talk a lot around you. And you should be like awake about this. The truth is not always beautiful. No beautiful words, the truth. Like sugarcoating something that's going around you. Like pay attention. Like this sweet fox. But this of course is following your own path, and justice and fairness is also here. Anyway, it can be like a nice like clarity about what's going around, because we have even here a third eye chakra crystal. So it is asking you, Mars, to be awake. Not sleep around. Be awake. There is fox around. There is like situations that you need your wits to not fall a victim here. Then we have a Fool card as your hopes and fears. We are rebels for a cause, poets with a dream, and we won't let this world die. Albert Camus. Wow, this is like my Fool card. It's here is a Cinderella story. Here we have a Red Riding Hood and like a scary wolf. Hopes and fears is like there is a lot of new beginning here. There is some kind of like, this was also kind of very beginning stage. There's some beautiful new life style or life way emerging. This was also like a spring energy. The bear comes out. So you are kind of taking steps to work well and everything. Like you want everything to go well, but you know that this is beginning of something. And sometimes, yeah, you don't see everything that is coming, but let's see the outcome. Okay, the outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. That both saw Sati. Interesting, this was also the poems here. So this really culminating moment of getting the wealth, like this is working hard for it, and this is getting it. So it's a very good news. I thought this was all upside down, so I won't read it like that. These are okay. But here, if these are connected, then and the same suit of the Queen, mastering the money becomes like you have to make savings, you have to be paying attention about the money. You can work hard, but you have to also be like wise about how you budget things, how you save things. This becomes evident. The nurturing Queen can also be like taking care of everything that is like a mother. But here we have this kind of family and all, like a legacy, like has been growing. But here we have this good queen taking care of it. So you have to be I guess in March this kind of mom qualities. Innocence is here many times. Current feelings of your person. So this is for Gemini collective. Little love. What's happening in March? We have here twin flame connection includes also journey in past lives. The roles might be reversed in this lifetime. Younger becomes older and older younger. Twins can experience life from different perspective. Okay, so your person feels like this is a twin flame connection that has kind of this polarity with age. There is some kind of age difference. The way you look at me, I feel so sexy. You are sexy. This is big love. Wow, there is some cherry on the cake. Okay. Free me by Nefex. He got the venom, tangible weapon. No coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain. That's a blessing. Okay. And the older twin in the twin flame connection often brings a wealth of life experiences, hard-earned wisdom and spiritual insight to the table. Okay, so there is totally like a Gemini twin sign already and a twin flame feelings. Yes. Okay, let's see now the advice. We have here advice for March for Gemini. Okay, the dragonfly and pansy balance. I think it is indeed showing here like even this outside influences situations with this Libra card here. It's asking you to find the beauty and balance around you. So, balance. Perching with a delicate grace, the dragonfly is symbol of balance. Nimble and attuned as a dancer, it moves effortlessly through the air, shifting direction with ease. Pansies are named for the French word pensée, meaning thought, and were given by the Victorian as tokens of thoughtfulness. Together, the dragonfly and pansy indicate a harmony of thoughts and action. Like a dragonfly hovering above water, you are healthy and confident. Your physical skill is matched by your mental emotional strength. And is my attention shared among my various interests and endeavors, or do I tend to favor just one? Am I satisfied by how I spend my time and energy? How can I build more balance into my life? And that is now the challenge for your March. The balance card was crossing you here. So I think this is very important card to remember. Read this one more. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving, Einstein. So keep moving and keep moving with grace and beauty. And avoid conflicts indeed, or master them in a beautiful way. But anyway, you are so seen as a twin flame to somebody. A twin flame maybe. And maybe there is some beautiful thing with this Cinderella shoe. Who knows what's coming?